Okay, today we're going to be building quick attach for my Kubota L2000. It's a little 20 horse tractor. It has a Koiku 110 loader on it. And I want to build a set of pallet forks to go on it. But first I want to go ahead and build the quick attach. I'm going to be making these just out of random pieces of junk I found in my scrap pile. And some of the metal's a little bit heavy, but it's all I have, and I don't want to go out and buy something. And today the wind's blowing around 35 miles an hour plus wind gust. So there's probably not going to be much audio on this video. So I'll kind of see on how things film, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I got my main box still here cut. I got two of these cut out, and I cut the one side out. And it's going to go up onto the loader, about like this. The loader is going to pin onto the bottom, and the top cylinder is going to pin on up here. This is the second one I got made. Now I've already got my mulch here measured out to where I need to drill. I'm going to cut my holes here with a 1.5 inch hole saw. And so once I get these holes drilled, I'm going to go ahead and get the bushings welded in, and then I'll be ready to put these on the loader and test it out. Okay, so the winds finally died down today, so I can show you here what I'm doing. I'm getting close to getting the bucket put on and test fitting. I use these pieces of angle iron, as you saw, welding back to back. And I wanted this to be facing straight up into a V. And that's going to fit the box steel I put here on the loader bucket. And I tightened this bolt down so this box steel cannot rotate. It's smashed in there. So I need to do a little bit of grinding on the inside of these because it's not wanting to fit right. But that's not really too big of a deal. It's really kind of to be expected. And I just need to do the finishing touches and make it fit a little bit better. Once I get the bucket and make sure it fits on here, I'm going to weld on these rest away. I just weld the tops of both of them because in case I need to take them off and move them or something like that. So once the bucket is actually mounted on here and is hanging, then I'm going to figure out where I need to weld my, probably going to use box steel or pipe or something here and weld them on for the bottom pins to go in that holds the bucket on. So I'm going to go ahead and start grinding these down, and then we'll put the bucket on and see how it looks.
Two hours later.
Okay, so far I'd say it's a success. You can get a hold of the bucket super easy, and it seems to latch on like it should. And I'm now needing to make my mounts down here on the bottom so I can put a pin in through here to hold the bucket on. And I'm probably going to use a piece of box steel like I did right here, because that box steel is the perfect size for a 3/4 inch pin, and I don't have anything else that's going to fit quite as tight. And it shouldn't matter being square because it is not going to have any movement, not going to rotate or anything like that. It's just going to hold the pin still. So I'm probably going to go ahead and get the loader raised up in the air here, and I'll probably try to leave the bucket on when I put these on, so to make sure I get it perfectly straight where it needs to be. And I guess I'll see on what I can do. This is kind of a pain to work on because my cylinders here on the bucket tilt, they're completely shot and they won't hardly do anything. I have new seals coming, they're on the way, but I'm waiting for them before I can get them rebuilt. And this bucket, the cylinders won't even hardly curl back to bucket, and you have to go back to full throttle for it to do it. And as soon as you lock the valve, it just wants to dump the bucket back down because it cannot hold up the weight. So that's going to make it a little bit more of a hassle to work on this, but I can always put a chain on here and chain the bucket back so it can't dump down if I need to. So let me go ahead and start cutting up some pieces of box steel, and we'll see if we can get this finished up here today. Okay, so I made up these little brackets here out of box steel and heavy angle iron, and this is what's going to pin onto here, and that's going to be just about like that, and it's going to be welded onto my quick attach on the loader. And so I'm probably going to go ahead and get the bucket put on and put in place, and then everything should be lined up, and I can put these on both sides and I get it welded on, and it should be to where it needs to be. So I'm going to go ahead and get the bucket put on, and we'll try to get these welded on. Okay, just finished up getting everything welded on solid, and I guess it's all looking pretty good. The bucket went on real nice and smooth. I'm going to try picking the front tractor up with it and kind of shake it around, see what it does, see if it holds or see if it breaks off, and I start over. So I guess I have a lot of cleaning up to do on them. I'm going to take the grinder to them. Once it's all finished, I know it's all working, I'm going to take the grinder to them and get all this ground up, cleaned up, get all the oil cleaned off of them, and give them a coat of paint. And probably go over a couple welds, and if they need to be gone over again. But so far, it's looking good, and it seems to be holding the bucket tight. Let me put the camera here on the tripod, and we'll try and pick the tractor up and see if it holds. Okay, as you saw, I already broke the quick attach for the loader I made, and it ended up just bending the hooks I had made. I should have known those weren't going to be strong enough, so I went ahead and got everything reinforced here, and it's a lot stouter now than what it was. I took heavy strapping and I wrapped around the box steel here to reinforce it, and then also with these angled pieces going up. And this also extends my hook up here, so it makes it a little bit easier to grab the bucket and other attachments I'm going to make. So, so far it seems to work quite well, and I'm going to go ahead and show you here how it works. And my welds are not that nice looking because I had the welder on the wrong setting and did not notice it. So I'm going to go ahead, put the bucket on, show you how all of that works. Okay, there it is. I would give it more of a proper test, but my cylinders on the bucket are completely shot, and they're barely even rolled back, as you probably saw here. And I'm actually going to get those hauled in here this week to have them rebuilt. I already bought the seals, but I cannot get them taken apart. They're so tight, and so I'm going to have to haul them someplace where they have tools that fit better than what mine do. Okay, then taking the bucket off is also super easy. You just pull the pins out of both sides. And they don't seem to bind, they don't have any resistance. And then to get them taken off, then to get the bucket taken off, all you gotta do is just set it back down. Okay, finished getting this painted last night, and it's really turned out quite nice, I think. It's definitely going to get the job done. It's going to make it a lot easier switching between different attachments. Right now I only have the bucket, but I'm going to get ready to start building a set of pallet forks. But first things first, I'm getting ready to pull off all of these hydraulic cylinders and have them hauled in to be rebuilt. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done here today, and until then, I appreciate you guys watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hit that notification bell, and always like the video if you like it, and leave a comment down below. I appreciate you guys watching. See you next week.